seconds, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Muhammad, the pass to Levine. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half. This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Timberwolves trail by 13. And stolen by Freak. Now Cleveland moving it up. Freak with the ball, and the basket good. Freak's got 12 points here in the second half.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Levine dishes to
Oh,
Adams.
my steal.
Trying to find Muhammad. Gets it to him. Back to Adams. Terrific design on the big play. He
Good
lays
run.
it in. Adams has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Now here's Freak. And here at the end of the
They gonna give me the points? Oh my goodness.
and
Oh, it was too late. The ball was still in my hand.
we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. They've got Muhammad. Wiggins is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Levine in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Goes up to the stripe.
Block.
Mozgov with the block. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Levine. Wiggins drives in. Feeds to Levine. Clock at 6. And you can count it.
Dang, yeah,
Chance
one.
to make it 3.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down
That's
low.
all.
And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Towns comes in for Steven Adams, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Shabazz Muhammad. They get it again, and the shot is good. 7 points for Love.
Running it right down their throats. 3 straight
They got
buckets in
nasty
transition.
steals.
Yeah, and they're paying the price right now for the lackluster defense. For me, that's inexcusable.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. Back to Rubio.
That's all.
Offensive rebound, Sharp. Good D by Love. The Cavaliers leading by 16, and Freak throws it down.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of
Oh, my
UNLV, no
goodness.
doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Good. Freak's got 36.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Love with a wide open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Love's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Releases from 15. Here's Mozgov. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Muhammad's checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Smith is checked in. Rubio, the pass to Wiggins. Back to Rubio. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to be on Freak.
Checking out the game Rubio is having. 9 points. He's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
He won.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke.
I know why Kamari don't like
He
me.
hits both from the stripe. Cleveland with
She
the
said
ball.
because she don't see
They're on
me
a
as a
17-7
boyfriend. I said,
run.
alright.
Freak, and he dunks it down.
Dang, contact me.
Haven't we seen
You hear
that a few
me?
times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
The screen from Thompson. Livingston dishes to Thompson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off. Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Deckers check in for Ricky
Oh, I
Rubio.
did not mean to call her.
1:31 left to play in the final quarter.
And hold on to your hats, folks. This has been a whirlwind championship finals thus far. Obviously, an important, hard-fought victory tonight for the Cavaliers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided
Hey,
as
Bob.
it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And it's good.
And
Contact
one.
is the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Beautiful double clutch. Great job to get the shot past the defender.
And here's Cleveland. They're on a 16-7 run.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Puts it up off the inbound. Livingston, that's good.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
The screen from Thompson. Livingston kicks to Adams. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Twelve seconds left in the game. Here's Freak. Another three for Cleveland.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quiet.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go.
Thank you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
You know,
Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
He stepped up in a huge way tonight. You know, we all think of him as a role player, but not tonight. It's the NBA Finals, baby. He was the star.
And that'll do it for tonight's NBA Finals coverage. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you for more high-stakes NBA.